Hey everyone, Dana here with Love Soul of Flowers. We are doing our tutorial for the week and I'm excited to do this one. I am just coming up with a couple extra Valentine's ideas before the big day hits, and so we have something today. I will go through what I've done so far so that you know where and how I got to where I am now, and then we're going to add our flowers and our greenery today through our tutorial. So I'm just waiting for people to come on, and we are still having our big sale, but it ends soon. So if you want 60% off, you got to shop on lovesouloflowers.com now, and it is coupon code SAVE60, and that will get you 60% off of regular Solar Wood flowers. The Fifth Avenue collection, which is our specialty flowers, and our fillers are 25% off, but you don't need a coupon code for those. Hey Christina, you don't need a coupon code for those. Those automatically are discounted, and so if you try to use a coupon on them, it won't work because they already got discounted. Hi Sherry, hi Kathy. So I'm gonna wait for just a few minutes. Hey Denise. So anyone else have snow? We have a lot of snow. We actually had 2 snow days for school. Hey Mariah, hey April, hey everybody. And yeah, so I'm in New Jersey. Love Soul of Flowers warehouse is in California. I don't think they have snow, but we do here, although today was a little bit warmer, so I went out with my kids and we played in the snow, and it was cold. but it wasn't as cold. Like the other day was 19 degrees here. Today was more like 37 degrees, so it felt really warm. Hi Shelly. So yeah, so we played in the snow today, and I just came back for the night to do some crafting with you guys. Again, I just wanted to give you just another Valentine's idea before the holiday is over and we move on to the next holiday and season. Hey Lori. So I see all you guys jumping on. I'll give you a few more minutes. I will explain to you, no snow in California. Hey Maria. I'll explain to you what I've got going on so far. So here's what I got so far. So these were, hey Linda, metal heart-shaped, like, what do you call them? I don't know what the word is. Wait, -40? Oh, no. Oh, April, you got snow. So, you know, like the metal frames, I don't know what you call them. So, oh, yay, Barbara. So yeah, so they were metal frames, they were hearts, and what I did was I hot glued some ribbon around them, so I coated them with some ribbon, and then I actually, if you can see that, zip tied them together so that the little one was inside the big one. I got these from Amazon, and again, I can't think of, like, metal shapes, you know what I mean? It was like a ring, but in the shape of a heart. So anyway, I have a big one and a little one, and what I did was, you see there's a gap here, but there's no gap here. So I put the little one all the way to the side because that's what we're gonna decorate. And again, I use zip ties. I've been using zip ties for like everything. Like no matter what it is, I'm like zip tie it, zip tie it, zip tie it, because they're easy to cover, but they hold so tight and like permanently forever. So I did zip tie the bottoms as well, and I just put like a bow with some hanging ribbons down there. Now I will use this actually for my doorway because form, yeah, I guess that's what it is, a metal form. I just think I put like metal heart or something when I was on Amazon, and that's what I came up with. So, but I'm gonna put this on my door probably. I like the little ribbons hanging down. But so I just covered the metal form with a ribbon, which is gonna make it really easy for us to glue directly onto it, because silk greeneries absorb the hot glue as well as the ribbon will. So it will stick right on there, and we don't have to worry about trying to stick to metal because we've covered it with this fabric. Hey Carla. Okay, so we got the big one, we put the little one inside, and we zip tied it, okay? So now I'm just gonna do a basic, you know, like filling up with flowers, and I'm gonna show you kind of some tips on how we get everything to stick on without worrying. So the very important thing to do first, and I'm gonna make sure I cover that like zip tie too. So I knew that when I zip tied it there, that I was gonna cover it. I do see more people popping on. So remember, there is a sale on lovesouloflowers.com. It's 60% off on regular Soul of Flowers. Coupon code is SAVE60. The Fifth Avenue and the fillers are 25% off, and you don't need any code for those. So I just have some silk greenery, because if you've watched me before, sometimes I use this faux, you know, kind of cheaper material as a base on the bottom that you're kind of covering up, and then I use all the pretty preserved and dried fillers that Love supplies for the top, so that's what you kind of see when you first come on. So what I'm going to do is make my little base, okay? You always start with leafier and bigger fillers, and then you move to the fun kind of wispier fillers, okay? So I'm going to just glue this directly on. Again, it's going to glue and hold because it's not the metal anymore. It's now the fabric, okay? So I'm going to put a little drop on the fabric, and I'm just going to literally glue my leaf right down on it, okay? So I'm not worried about it coming up because the metal part is covered. So let me just see if I want to go up a little higher with these two. Let's see. I want to see how far. So I'm going to go, and I'm going to go ahead and take my little faux leaves and creep up the side a little bit. And again, I'm going to have some nice preserved greenery and other fillers from Love here in a minute too. So that's going to kind of cover this more generic faux filler. I used to make hearts using 18 gauge wire. And then you cover it with like a fabric. You could do 18 gauge. I'm on a video, honey. Sorry, they didn't know I was on a video. Okay, so I'm going to keep going down now. So I'm going to glue again along here. All right. And again, this base is kind of important so that your flowers really stick well. And then I'm going to do, here I have one more of this little front piece, and I'm going to do one where it actually aims towards the bottom, okay? So I'm going to just glue that. Does everyone have Valentine's Day plans? I like to do where my kids, I like to put little like Valentines on the walls, so when they walk out on Valentine's, like the walls are covered, so that's fun. Okay, so I've got the greenery creeping up, but I want my flowers towards the bottom because I'm going to use fillers there. Hi, Karen. So far, again, we have 2 heart metal frames, one larger than the other, obviously. I've covered them in ribbon. They're actually 2 different kinds of ribbons. You probably could have even done 2 different colors, like pink and red or whatever. And then I have zip tied them together. I put some ribbons down the bottom because I would like that to hang down. I zip tied them together, and I started with my greenery base, okay? And then, again, that was silk, and it sticks nice and easy because the metal is covered with the ribbon, so that hot glue sticks really nice, okay? I have 3 different flowers. I have a hot pink, a light pink, and a white because I figured I had the red everywhere else. I didn't want to do red on red on red. So I have that, okay? So I'm going to put my flower down, and again, because I have this greenery base and because I have my metal covered in fabric, this glue will stick and hold, but I just got to hold it on there before I start trying to push other things. So I'm going to face one out, and I'm going to do a little set of 3 flowers here, and I put the flowers where my greenery meets going each direction. So this greenery going up and this greenery going down is where I put my flower, right over the spot where they meet. It covers up that transition, and it looks cute because then you see just a couple like leaves. I'm going to cut a little bit of this bottom off. This is a bird rose, but its little bottom is a little too big. So we're just going to cut that down, and I'm going to now take my glue. Again, you're going to use a hefty amount of hot glue, and I put glue, so I'm actually going to glue it to my flower next to it. And again, I want to hold it there and not move them until it's a little bit dry. Okay, so we're going to put these flowers here. Again, I have a hot pink, and I left one raw, and I have a light pink as well because I did the fabric with red, so I thought I could touch on all those little colors. I've got little strings. If you haven't watched any videos and you get these little webs, see how much I get these webs because I go back and forth with the glue gun. You can just take it and shoot it with a hair dryer on a hot setting, and if you buzz it over, those little strings will actually disappear because they'll melt into thin air. So I'm going to take my last flower and I'm going to pop this in here. And I know that a lot of new faces have joined our group. If you're not in our community group, go ahead and join. It's facebook.com/groups/lovesolaflowers. And I see a lot of new faces, and I do see a lot of projects, and people keep writing, you know, they're not so sure how to work with fillers, and they need help with ideas. So I'm just going to even show you the difference of what, hey Tisha, I'm going to show you the difference of what it looks like to when you just have flowers and then when you add all the fun fillers, okay? So I just gotta wait till it dries because I don't want to lift it up and lose them all. Okay, so it's cute, right? It's cute with just the flowers, not a big deal. We have our leaves going. It wouldn't have been bad to stop here, but I'm gonna show you when you use high quality dried and preserved fillers to add some oomph to these, that it changes the entire look, okay? So this is cute, but it's not anything, you know, crazy special. So we're gonna, you know, oomph this up a little bit with all the specialty fillers that I have here from Love Sola, and I'll show you what those are in a minute. I'm gonna put one of these faux leaves right in between because I do want a little bit of leafy part right in between, and then I'm gonna show you the fillers I have. Remember, the fillers are 25% off, and you don't need a coupon code for those. Those are already done. Our sale will be ending soon, so if you wanna catch that, do it soon so you don't miss, because you don't want to kick yourself. If you have not received any notifications about the sale, then that means you are not on our email or our phone contact list, so make sure you sign up for those. You do get a coupon that you can use on a non-sale day when you sign up. I have glue. Oh, thank you. I have glue everywhere all day long. It's weird because I can't like see it in the mirror. Okay, thank you, Christina. Hey, Molly. Molly, you love a wreath. You do so good on wreaths, so this is gonna be fun for you to do too. So again, I have the metal frames covered in the fabric, so the glue is sticking really easy. I made a bed of faux greenery on here, and now I'm gonna add my preserved spiral eucalyptus, and you can get this on lovesolaflowers.com. And I just need the heads of it because obviously it's a little spot. So you know what I like to do? I like to find these little like off branches so that I don't ruin the whole branch, and I just pull those off, because then I don't have to worry about breaking an entire branch just for me pulling off the heads of it. So I find the little pieces that, you know, wouldn't really have anything to do with them or need them. So I find these little break-offs and I pull those off so that I can still use the big branch later on. Okay, so again, we always go, when we do our fillers, we go from leafy to like specialty and like little bitty things. So I've already got my thick leaves now. Now I'm going on to my greens that are my spiral eucalyptus, okay? I love spiral eucalyptus. I use it in so many of my projects. It's kind of a classic greenery. And I'm gonna just fill up the top and the bottom. Now, when you have your leaves on a wreath, anything going one way, all of your fillers have to go in that direction because it would be weird to grow against each other. So anything on this side has to go up and anything on this side has to go down. I broke that little guy. So I'm gonna make sure that my greenery goes in the proper direction. If you have not tried Love Sola's greenery, the preserved and dried is so high quality. It really changes the look of your piece. Again, I held up for you guys what this would look like if I didn't use any greenery except for those like little leaves, and you will see the difference that just a few pieces of preserved and dried can totally change the look of your piece. It is worth putting in the money to get high quality because you will get it back when you try to sell it. You can sell items that have real greenery and some specialty things way easier, way quicker, and for more money on things like Marketplace or your websites. And especially for Valentine's Day, because a lot of guys and things don't mind spending the extra money on their ladies. So if you're selling in a marketplace and men are looking for a Valentine's present, they're not going to mind putting out some extra money, because real roses that die are really expensive, and this won't die. So, okay, so Callie, here's how it lasts. So they say that dried and preserved greenery lasts like in a good condition for about 10 years. Dried lasts longer. But after 10 years, it can change, but it doesn't mean it just like crumbles and goes away. I mean, like, especially like spiral eucalyptus, you know, like in the 80s and 90s, like those swags with the spiral eucalyptus were so in, like I still see those around and they look the same as the day that they were made. So, it lasts for a long time. Technically it lasts forever, but it may not look exactly the way, like it could change in color a little bit. And it could do, some, you know, drying out. If you take care of it too, like if you have it in direct sun, or if you have it right under a lamp, or if you have it outside, that will affect the quality of your greens. Okay, so I added the spiral eucalyptus. Look, already just with one type, look at the difference than when I had it with just 3 flowers. Okay, so that's the next green, but we're gonna do some colored fillers now. I'm going to move to some dried baby's breath. I have some red and some white. So I'm going to put the red back in, layer it in. Yeah, so, you know, I tell them that it may not look exactly as fresh as it does on its first day, but it doesn't just like disappear or something, you know, like it's made, you know, to last, but it could change a little bit. Okay. All right, so I've got this red, and I'm just going to fit these in just a couple places. And again, we start with our greens, and then we move to our colors and our like fancier little fillers, okay? If you're just joining us, these fillers that I'm working with even tonight are 25% off on lovesoloflowers.com. And I'm just feeding these in a couple places, and then I still have some white and I have some pink. So, keep the lid over here. You don't need a lot. This stuff lasts, you know, because you just need some little buds off the tops. So this stuff lasts a while. So it's a good buy, especially when it's on sale. Because, especially projects like this, you don't need like a ton of it. So now I'm going to do my white because we want to brighten it up just a little bit. And this is the dried baby's breath. We also have preserved baby's breath. So if you're looking for a difference, the dried tends to have the blossoms at the end of the stem, and the preserved usually goes down the whole stem there. So, and the preserved is like a little chewier. Obviously dried feels like dried, but the preserved actually feels like, you know, like glycerin preserved kind of. So if you were thinking about which one you like, I prefer the dried for projects like these because I need to pull the heads off of them. But I do like the preserved for bouquets because, you know, it can really fill out the bottom of it as well, which covers a lot of the mess. So I'm going to add a little bit more of this, and then we have some pink star flowers, and then we're done. Quick and easy. It did take me about, let me say, about prep time. Probably took me about 15 minutes of prep time before I got on the video, and that was wrapping the metal forms of the hearts with some ribbon. And then I zip tied them to each other, the smaller into the bigger. Okay, so again, now we added our next filler, and already look, okay? So some of you who are afraid of filler, don't be afraid of filler. Just try and work with it because it really brings life to pieces. Those 3 flowers, it was cute, but that's all it was cute. So So I'm gonna add some pink star flowers. Okay. And again, I'm just gonna kind of pull up the heads of them. And again, we started with the leafy greens. I put underneath my like cheapy kind of faux greenery because we covered it. And we put the nice dried and preserved high quality pieces from Love Sola where you can see them. So thanks. So I take my little bundle of star flowers, I hot glue it and squeeze them in there. Okay, and I love to layer textures and colors. I think my pieces never have less than like 3 different kinds at least of fillers. Sometimes I use up to like 10 or 12. So if you just layer on the textures and stuff, again, it can totally change how you can price things. Like if I would have left it just alone with just those 3 little flowers and nothing else, like I couldn't have charged too much money because it wasn't really that special, right? But once you add all these things, it's the things that people can't do on their own. Having an eye for mixing textures and colors and putting in fillers that they might not have access to gives it the extra special touch that they can't do on their own. So they'll pay extra money for it. Yeah, don't be scared, Erin. If you just layer, like you can't mess up. If you just keep going, it's like there's no messing up when you're just keep filling in. So I'm gonna add some on this side and then a couple pieces in the inside, and then we're like literally done. I love crafts that don't take hours and hours and hours. Although I'm fast, so crafts don't usually take me too long, and I know that it does take, you know, beginners a longer time, but it's still a quick, in general, it will be a quick project, but a fun, cute one at the same time. So let me just grab this little guy. I'm gonna put him on the other side, and then I'm gonna put a couple in the center. So again, we had the spiral eucalyptus, dried baby's breath, and star flowers as our fillers from Love Sola that are currently 25% off. The flowers, regular Sola flowers are 60% off, which is a lot. And that is gonna end soon. So if you want cheap flowers, do it now. Someone maybe carry the green in the bushes. Maybe we can beg. Yeah, so it's, you know, it's not easy to find high quality stuff, and Sultan doesn't like to carry anything but high quality, so we will see. Is a star filler, does it come in dark green? Callie, I don't know if there's a dark green. I believe there's still a light green. I have the light green, which is good for the spring. I don't know if there's any dark green actually, because I'm not looking at the website. Sultan, are you on? Are there green colors of star flowers? I do want to put white under here to make this pop. Let me see. Let's see. Right? It's so cute. It's going to go on my door. I've been making stuff for myself, and I love door hangings because it's one, like my house is filled. My house is filled with flowers, obviously. So one place I don't mind it being, more flowers being, is my doorway. I just feel like I need some color here. Let me just do a couple more pink. And then I will hold it up for you. April, we do have star flower. I don't know what colors are currently in stock because I'm not looking at the computer. Green or basil. Okay. So we do have some green star flowers. All right, I'm gonna put these last little pink guys in. And then I wanna put it kind of behind this eucalyptus just to kind of sneak it in. Okay, and the star flowers are part of the filler sale. If you are looking just for fillers first, you can actually, the website's very easy to follow. There's a tab and it says fillers, and you literally just click on it and you can see all our lovely fillers. Make sure you flick through all the pages. Don't miss out on our sale. It's always nice to have a sale on fillers. Oh, I know, right, Molly? Right? So here, again, guys, every time I added something, a new layer of texture and color, I want to hold this up because I want to go back and screenshot when I held it up and it was just flowers. Guys, don't be afraid of fillers because that is, look at all these glue webs. I got to get rid of the webs soon. Okay, so don't stop at just flowers, guys. Don't be afraid of the fillers. Do you see the difference when I've layered, let me get close, layered all the fillers? See all those beautiful dried and preserved? When I layer those fillers, it changes everything. It goes from, you know, cute to a piece that you could charge a decent amount for. So again, wired forms covered in ribbon. Obviously a big one and a small one. I covered them. I just went, you know, I glued at the bottom and I went bloop, 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 all the way around. And then actually it's two different kinds of ribbon. If you can see, one's like got different, one's got little hearts, one's got big hearts. So, I mean, I could have even done them different colors. I was thinking of that after, like maybe I could do one pink and one red, but whatever. And then I zip tied, so here, let me show you the back. I zip tied here and here. And then I wanted to have this ribbon hanging down, so I made like a bow at the bottom. And then I covered this side of the zip tie with my little flower arrangement. I'll say they're just like like literally cheapy fake ones because I knew I was going to cover it with all these pretty preserved and dried. So they're just, I don't even know. I got them like they were in my house. So I use that always as my base because I know I'm going to cover it, and I hate to cover like really nice, expensive preserved greenery. Plus, gluing down preserved is not always easy. It makes them a little bit weird. So I use that silk underneath just to give it a base to glue onto. Okay, so I did, as you can see in the back, I did my greenery base first, and then I added my flowers and then all of my fun fillers. Again, don't be scared of layering up textures and colors of fillers. That's how you get a fancy look. And this is gonna go on my door. I like to hang things on its side, so I probably would go this side. So I would probably put the hanger, these glue webs are killing me. I would probably hang it on its side like this, you know, like kind of toward the middle, but not, and keep it on its side. So it's fun. I mean, you could put these in your, I mean, some people decorate inside their house even for holidays. Like this would be cute to put inside too. Or if you're getting someone a Valentine's Day thing, you can make these even smaller and put them on top of presents that you got them, like a box of chocolate. You can put these and then they can hang them somewhere in their house or on their door. So that is what we have. So all of these flowers, this is Helena, this was Bird Rose, and this was Lotus. These are all part of the Save 60. That's the coupon code for 60% off of regular Sola flowers. And then it's 25% off of the Fifth Avenue and the fillers, including the fillers I used tonight, which were the Spiral Eucalyptus, Starflowers, and Baby's Breath. So there we are, mixing up pinks, reds, and whites for Valentine's Day. It's probably going to be my last Valentine's Day tutorial since the holiday's almost over, and we'll move on to Easter and spring and Mother's Day and all those fun things too. So that's that, and we will see you next Thursday for another tutorial. But remember, the sale is ending soon, so if you want to get those 60% off of your flowers, do that soon on lovesolaflowers.com. All right, there we go. Everyone have a great weekend.